Let's make some amoeba pendants. It's amoeba family. 12 gauge brown antique aluminum colored brown. They live in harmony. Let's just cut some off the spool and put them all around. People buy these amoeba pendants. They come from all over town. This is going to be a hit song. Notice these lengths are almost exactly now you can see. Look at that. They're almost perfectly exactly not the same at all. Let's start with a small one. Just have some fun. Let's just have some fun making this amoeba family. Let's just make a loop and then another little swirl or a curve or whatever we call it. Let's curve it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Are you doing like a podcast?
As the amoeba is coming to life, you can feel the squirming. You can feel the... I always like to end in a swirl. Oh, you know what? I said I was going to do something different this time. Let's unswirl that swirl. Let's see what happens. Let's just move this guy around into an amoeba shape. And then we'll leave like this little bit on the end here, like that. So this will be his amoeba shape. There we go. That's getting in somewhere. That's doing the thing. That's a little boring. We need more stuff going on. Let's curve that in more. And let's make that. Let's try that. Okay, that's a better one. I like that. It's looking a little more interesting. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. Try and make that look a little more curvy. Okay. I think that's a good one. It's a good. Why is that sticking out like that? You will find out. Actually, it's sticking out a little too much. No, I think it's good. We'll figure it out. Let's do the next one. Oh, this is a big one. No, I'm not ready for a big one. Let's do another baby one. All right, start with our top loop, and then just we want little tinier curves. I learned from that last one. We want teeny tiny. They can be dramatic, like this is dramatic when they curve really far in and out, but they're small, dramatic and small, like toddlers. Right? Okay. Maybe we'll do a little bit bigger ones on this side. Make it variety. Make it variety varied. Variety. Okay, now we'll bend it like that, and it's a mess. I'm not liking it at all. Bend it like that. That's a little better. No, I like those little curves. I don't like these big curves. They're a little bit too messy for me. But you know what? We're just gonna end it. And I think that will be it. I'll curve that a little more. There we go. There we go. Another one. Sticking out his arm. Hurrah! Okay, let's do another one. This is the amoeba party. Let's do all the small ones. Let's do the big one last. I'm going to do something different with this. I'm going to start it with a swirl. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll just do this particular. This is a fun pendant to always do. It's just like a swirl with a bunch of foldy backy forth. It looks like one of those organs in the animal cell. And then I'm ending it with the top loop instead of starting it. Right? That's a cute one. It's not really an amoeba. It's like verticulum rete or something, the name of that mitochondria. What's the name of that organelle in the cell? I don't know. All right, oh wait, one more small one. Okay, let's rush through this. You guys don't have time to fool around, so you got to get to your lunch date. All right, let's hurry up. Camera's waiting on us. Can you believe this is 12 gauge and I'm bending it with my fingers like butter? You know what that means? That means that I've been lifting butter for 20 years now, and my fingers have gotten so strong. I can bend butter like it's butter, and I can bend aluminum like it's aluminum. I need to get a new writer. These jokes are just not cutting it today. Well, it's kind of nothing special. It's just, foldy things sticking out. But it's kind of we'll do one more. It's kind of a flower, it's kind of cool, right? All right, that'll work. Okay, all right. All right. Maybe we'll make that like that, that like that. There we go. That's a good one. Okay. You can always come back with your pliers and do the extra stuff that your fingers weren't strong enough to do. Just come in there. All right. So we got a lot of cutesies in here. It's starting to look like we're looking through a microscope at somebody's kitchen floor that wasn't washed in a while. All right, let's do the big one before you guys get bored. All right, let's see. Always start with the loop, unless we don't always start with the loop. The rule is you always start with the loop or don't always start with the loop. It's either one or the other. There's no in between. Let's see. It's going to go a little gentler on these loops this time. And then we're going to get real wild and just bend all the way out there. Let's get real wild again. Real wild again, right? So we have like safe, wild, right? I'm not sure what to do with that. Looks kind of like a bird with feathers sticking out on the back like wings. We'll make this a little more intense. Make this curve around a little. It's always fun. Make this one curve around too. Okay, make this one curve around too. All right, now we're doing something. Now it's getting more weird. Not sure that made it any better. Yeah, what's better? It's just interesting. Maybe we'll curve this one the other way. Can we do that? We already started curving it one way. Yep, look at that. We can bend it right back. It undoes itself just like butter. I love it. And this will leave this part sticking out to see if that experiment thing works. All right. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's do some hammering. Get your Keebler Elves anvil. Or once again, just get a flat piece of metal like a door hinge. Just go to Home Depot, get a door hinge. And take that hinge and just nail it to a big block of wood. And then use that. And then just get yourself a cheap hammer. Like they used to sell hammers at the dollar store. I don't think they do anymore. It's just a cheap hammer. You can get yourself a nice jewelry hammer if you want to be all prissy and whatever. But if you want to be awful and horrible like me, then you get yourself the cheapest, crappiest hammer you can find. And then you just start banging. Now, I wouldn't bang on your tabletop. You can. I'm going to do it just for fun because I don't like my table. But if you're going to, I would go down on the floor, find some concrete to work on, maybe tile. Definitely put a piece of leather underneath your metal. So, you want all the hard hammering to go into the piece, not into your floor. You don't want to break anything. But basically, other than that, you just start banging away at it all over the place, and that's it. Right? Okay. Notice I'm not crossing. You don't want to cross. If you cross wires and you hammer it, you're going to make a weak spot. It's going to probably break. So there's nothing crossed. See that? That's the one rule sometimes I forget to say. All right, let's just start hammering this. Okay, these are all hammered out. They kind of warp in different shapes. You can re-flatten them if you want to. You can still bend them more and shape them more after they're hammered, but it's much harder. And you want it to be much harder because it means they're a lot stronger, and they're going to hold their shape through all types of trials and tribulations and bar fights and supermarket trips, whitewater rafting, fighting off dinosaurs, roller skating, the usual. So here's these guys. Now here's what I'm going to try to do with the extra. This one doesn't need it. This one is good. It's ready to put on a couple jump rings and a cord, and we're ready to go. Cute. Okay. All right, let's start with, let's try this one. Ready? All right. So the idea is, this is the only weak spot right here. So before I was making a loop and a loop, and I was putting the loops on top of each other, or I was just making a swirl and putting a jump ring to connect it. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Squeeze this a little tighter. Fold it up a little bit. Okay. Let's see if we can take this and bend it over and scarf it around this loop, this top loop, like literally make it a scarf. Ooh, it's working. Oh, this opens up a whole new thing. Twisted flat aluminum. Uh-oh. I just learned a new thing. I wasn't even expecting to learn that. I was just thinking about scarfing it. What? Yep, it scarfs well. Fold it back over. I was using my fingers up until this point. Now I'm going to have to use the pliers. Now we want to get rid of that sharp end. So we want to make sure we have a little crevice we created there to fold it into. Oh, this camera hasn't even been focusing the whole time. I apologize. Look how cool that is. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Look, can you imagine if I take this flattened metal now and start twisting it and doing like 3D sculptures? Can you imagine? The world will come roaring to find these pendants. I'm just going to cut a little bit off, maybe a little more. This is where you want to be very specific how much you cut off. Just the right amount. Doesn't mean you have to obsess. It just means you want to be very, very specific. Just plan it. See, I want all that sharp part to go right in there. Let's see if I can make it happen. It might not hide completely, but it's folding in enough that there's no sharpness at all. It's all folded in there, so that's what I wanted. And it worked. I got a little bit of scratchiness where it scratched off the brown color. You can hit that with a brown Sharpie, believe it or not. Brown Sharpie is, with this color, it works better than any other Sharpie with any other color if you want to touch up mistakes. But, yep, and that's not moving, that's hard. I think I invented a new thing. I'm going to sculpt this a little bit and make it a little bit concave. I like to do that. There we go. Give it a little bit of life, make it a little 3D. Yes. Look at that, that's cool. Now it just lays flat. Oh, sorry. Zoom in. Look at that, look how cool that is. You love it? Do you love it? Is it not so cool? Let's do the next one. This guy. Now, let's not do him yet. Let's do this guy. He only has a little bit to fold over. Let's see if we can make it happen. Can we fold him right there? Whoops, you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Can we? Right? Squeeze that a little tighter. Okay. Fold it. Is it going to fold over? Fold in that little crevice? Here it goes. It's folding. It's not going to make it all the way around, but it's folding. It's folding. This one we're just going to have to like bend it right there, fold it in, because otherwise it has nowhere else to go. So I'm going to have to cut it like that, and we're going to have to do that again. We're just going to bend it in and tuck it right there. Just tuck it. All right. It's tucked. It's tucked. There's no sharp end anywhere. We did it. We did it, you and me together. See how it looks from this side. Kind of weird. Kind of cool. I like it better from this side. Let's bend all his little arms down. Give him like another concave look. Or maybe he's a flower and these are not arms, they're petals. Yes, make it lay flat on the table. That'll make sure it lays flatter on the chest. It doesn't bounce around too much. Nice, nice. Yes. Kind of want to fool around with this one now. Should I make him 3D? Nah, he's just going to get weakened if I mess around too much. We'll leave him as is. Okay. Got this guy. This looks kind of like a little dinosaur creature. Let's do it. Let's fold. Let's tighten this. Fold it up a little bit. Like that. And there's the neck for the scarf. Let's get this scarf going in there. Fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. It's folding twice. This is a good one. We left ourselves a lot of fold. Now you know, if you want it to fold a lot, leave yourself a lot. That big arm sticking out really far. Okay. I'm going to cut it just enough. One more time. I'm going to get it right, just the right amount, where we can just fold that little bit in there. Ugh. Tuck it, tuck it. I'm pinching it from all different angles to get all the sharpness tucked. Feel it, feel it. It's totally smooth. Nothing's gonna scratch anyone ever. We won. We are the champions, my friend. This looks kind of like a ghost. Woo! Arms. There you go. Ghost with a scarf. Ghosts get cold too, you know. There we go. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. Welcome, Amoeba family. Now we just got to do Papa Amoeba and we'll be done. There he is. The weirdo craziness. All right, let's pinch the head a little, fold it up a little. Okay. Good. He's got a nice neck there. We're going to come in. We're coming right in. I think we're just going to come in like this, like that. See, we don't have to scarf it. You could come in like this and just... That's another way you could just close it off. Look at that. You could close it off like that. And then you could we fold it in a curl in a loop, even though we're bending it the hard way now that we hammered it? Yeah, look at that. You could do that. But I want to scarf it. I'm just enjoying the scarfing process. So that's what I want to do. Get it over, get it over, get it over. Decide where you want to tuck it. Cut it. See if that's the right amount of cut. Seems like it takes 2 every time for me. Nope, I need one more. 3 that time. Oh, I'm mangling it. All right, there we go. That's a cut. All right, bend it. Fold it in. Fold it in, tuck it, squeeze it, pinch it. Fold it, scratch it. All right, I think we did it. There we go. Looks like he has a nice collar. Just make him a little 3D-ish. Not too much. Cool. We did it, guys. Took us almost 20 minutes, but we did it. It's a family of amoebas. They're so happy together. Family of amoebas, singing songs, loving life. Da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. The nice black cord to go with it. I'm out of good, big, large antique copper color. That's what this is. This is antique copper color, even though it's a brown aluminum technically on Amazon. 12 gauge, by the way. But I'm going to use this antique copper colored chain links, these big chains, these big links, as I'm going to use them as jump rings. I'm just going to cut off some of the big links because you can do that. Well, I can do it anyway. I don't know if you can. I can do whatever I want, according to me.